So a couple of weeks ago when I did the unboxing video of the Curado K, there was a question in the comments section asking if the Curado K was smaller than the CAENAN. And I'm assuming that the guy was referring to the new CAENAN or the current CAENAN. So what I thought I'd do is I'd just make a quick video showing the Curado K and what it looks like size-wise in comparison to some of the reels out available today. So I don't have a CAENAN, but I do have a reel that shares the same body as the CAENAN, and that is the CASITAS. And what I see, the Curado is shorter than the CASITAS, but they're about the same width, more or less. So this is going to be about the same as the CAENAN. The CAENAN would have this body style right here. Now I think the CAENAN may actually be lower on the reel seat than the Curado K. So the next reel I'm going to compare it to is the new CHRONARCH MGL. Now the CHRONARCH MGL is more of a rectangular shape, while the Curado K is more of a square shape, I guess you could say. It's definitely longer, it's definitely noticeably bigger. And I'd say they're about the same width, maybe this is a little thinner in the body. Now it does appear that the CHRONARCH is definitely lower. It'll probably sit lower on the reel seat than the Curado K. Now we've already compared it to the Curado I, but the CITICA I is the same as the Curado I, as a lot of people know. Here's what it looks like. Very similar in size. This is just a hair. It's not as wide. It's not as bulbous back here like the Curado I and the CITICA I. And here's the Curado 70. Now they're very similar. This is wider. I can tell it is wider, but lengthwise they're about the same. And this definitely is a lot lower. Will sit a lot lower on the reel seat than this. Okay, the next one is the Abu Garcia REVO Elite Aurora. This shares the same body as the third gen REVOs. It's very comparable in size. This is thinner, it looks like. Yeah, the body's definitely smaller. And it looks like the Abu would sit a little lower on the reel seat as well. This seems to appear to sit high on the reel seat. I really couldn't tell in hand because it's very comfortable. Here it is against the EXSENCE DC. Now the EXSENCE DC shares the same body as the old Core 100 and the old CHRONARCH D. And as you can see, if it'll focus there, that it is much smaller than the EXSENCE DC in body in length and about the same width. So Shimano is making a concerted effort into making their reels smaller, and this sits lower on the reel seat. A lot of people love this body style. It is pretty comfortable, but you can tell, at least I can, it is kind of high on the reel seat compared to the newer Shimano low profiles. Of course, here's against the METANIUM MGL. METANIUM is nearly identical in size to the CHRONARCH MGL, so you can see the big size difference there. And the METANIUM does sit lower on the reel seat. I love the way this palms. It's flat and low. Let's bring out some DAIWAs. This is the SS Air. Now this is the body of the old STEEZ. So if you have an old STEEZ, you want to see what the comparison is. The K, of course, is definitely smaller. But it looks like the SS Air will sit lower on the reel seat. Here's the TATULA Type R, not the non-CT version. It is gigantic compared to the Curado K. And it looks like, yeah, the K is definitely lower. That was one of the complaints about the original TATULAs, was they were very high on the reel seat. Some people found that uncomfortable. Okay, now here's the old model that got a lot of hate. The CITICA G. Now this shares the same body as the old Curado G. As you can see, this is way smaller. Focus anyway, and surprisingly it looks like the CITICA G probably just about the same height on the reel seat. Okay, and here's an old discontinued body style that is loved by many, including myself. Can anyone spot this reel? Do they know what it is? This is the old 50 size Shimano, the E size body, the E series body I should say. Very similar in size. This of course is wider. It's got a much bigger gear. Spool is wider. And not surprisingly, the K sits way higher. Not too many reels are gonna sit as low as the Shimano 50 and 70 size. So I believe that is all the reels I have to compare it to. You've already seen it up against the ALDEBARAN, the Curado I, the Scorpion 70. And yeah, I hope this helps a lot of you guys out as to see what the size is of the new Curado versus the other reels that I've shown you. I know the reel still hasn't been available a lot to people, so it's, you know, there's not many reviews out there. So hopefully this helps you out. Thanks a lot.